My name is Max Colon. I'm with 3D-One. We are a professional 3D camera producer. We have developed those originally for space, so astronauts are using our cameras. And this simple workflow we have now transformed to cameras that are used by cameramen on Earth.
Tell us a little bit about this camera. What are the specifications on this camera?
That camera has two sensors, so those are two CMOS sensors, half an inch, 2 times. It does full HD, YUV422 encoding. You can get data rates of about 100 to 200 megabits a second, which we record straight to a built-in SSD, which you can exchange, so you can record about 10 hours of 3D, high quality 3D.
Full 1080i?
Full 1080p.
1080p.
So we can go up to 30 frames a second in 1080p mode, or 60 frames in 720 mode.
What about 24p?
We can also do 24, 25, and all the smaller units.
Tell us about some of the mechanics of this camera. It's a little bit bigger than the Panasonic camera. Looks like it has HDMI and a few other plugins that some of the current cameras on the market don't have. Give us a little bit of a tour on the camera.
Okay, so the camera has fixed interocular distance of 65 millimeters, so it's natural as your eye. It has built-in stereoscopic viewfinders to see in 3D what you're filming in 3D. You can also build it into a mono camera if you want for shoulder mount operations. It has HDMI outputs for external viewfinders. It has hard disks at the back or SSDs, whatever you choose, that you can exchange within a second. And most importantly, it has a 1 gigabit a second network plug, which means you can remote control the camera, you can directly start editing while you're filming, you can stream over the internet if you want to do, so you can use it also in live internet-based 3D setups. And you have a touch screen to control all the standard functions that you need for the camera, from white balancing or whatever else you need. And the quick access buttons are there for autofocus, iris control, everything perfectly synchronized together.
The autofocus, does that work with the convergence? Or the versions, as you say?
Yeah, so you can lock both the focus to the versions or the zoom to the versions. And you can basically just, if you turn the focus, it will also follow with the versions plane. And it has remote upgrade capabilities. That means we also offer certain functionalities for special customers who say, I want to have yet another feature which standard cameras don't have. Then these cameras are modular and can be upgraded after you have bought them. So it's not you buy a camera and that's it. It continues developing based on the feedback from our customers.
What about the workflow for post-production? What kind of workflow have you incorporated in this?
We have tried to be compatible with all workflows, which we succeeded in. So it means you can choose on the camera whether you record to QuickTime format or to AVI format, so it integrates directly into your Windows-based or Mac-based workflows. We are compatible with all standard plugins, Cineform, Dashwood, whatever you want. So there's actually no program that we know of that does not take our motion JPEG encoded files directly into its editing reel.
So now, it all records on one hard drive.
Correct.
Does it record 2 separate files or one proprietary file?
No, it records 2 separate files which are perfectly synchronized. So we do on chip level synchronization to a millisecond. You don't need to externally gen log. The 2 files have exactly the same number of frames, color balance, iris, everything matched. So you can directly go into the editing without having to think about conversion or post-production issues.
Any built-in filters, like neutral density filters on the camera?
There is a built-in neutral density filter which come if you close the iris almost completely, and the rest you have to use external matte boxes to put in filters there. You can put in 4-inch filters or up to 6-inch filters, whatever you prefer.
Okay. As far as audio, how many channels of audio do we have on
We have 4 channels of audio which are mixed together into 2, so you can choose between stereo internal, or you can take XLR in and mix it as you want. And then it's saved as a PCM linear encoded WAV file. So basically on the disks you will find 7 files in total, 2 video files, 1 audio file, 1 stereoscopic meta file which has all the recording parameters so you can also learn from your 3D footage, 2 JPEGs for a quick preview so you can quickly check and distribute. And 1 for the stereoscopic player, a startup file so you can directly play back over the network and check the content or show it to your colleagues while you're filming.
And what's the price point on this camera?
It's now we have released this revision 2 that comes at about $35,000. Can be delivered within 4 weeks if you order now. And it's a European-based product, so it's all European assembled, European quality.
That's all I needed.